I allowed this obituary to be read. Normally, an obituary is read when somebody is no longer alive, but I loved to be narrated to you so that you get encouraged that even older people, they continue to learn. All these degrees, I was never at a university. I did all of them part-time. So, yeah, it warrants that. Thank you so much, Prof, for welcoming me to the university and to this hall. Thank you very much, and greetings to you. Greetings to the dean. Normally, when they say a dean, you expect, yeah, you even expect a bald. Eh? So I was surprised to say, what kind of a dean? So it tells now that South Africa is becoming youthful. So you must just take up the baton. You must be ready to take over. Greetings to our own Dr. Whittle, the DDG in the Department of Basic Education, our Chief Director. Greetings to you, Ma. Thank you so much. And greetings to Lloyd. Where is he? Oh. Yes, you welcomed me, so I didn't see you because you met me outside. Greetings to you. And we want to greet all officials from the Department of Basic Education and the officials from the Department of Justice. I know that normally when you say officials of the Department of Basic Education, teachers feel like they are left out. Greetings to our hardworking teachers. We are what we are, and we are where we are because of a teacher. If it's not that foundation that has been laid by a teacher, there could be no profession anywhere in the world. So teachers are very important. We saw that even during the time of COVID, DDG. People did not want, parents who criticized teachers, that teachers are useless, they could not sit with their own children at home. They were crying that, hey, when are schools opening? Take them, keep them. And when schools are closed, now they are the most frustrated people because they feel their children are heavy on them, but they are lighter on a teacher, on a useless teacher. So we say Happy Teachers Week, Happy Teachers Month. Prof, the entire month of October is a month of teachers. That's why yesterday the department, together with Woolworths, yes, together with Woolworths, because I was not there, that's why I want to doubt, we're celebrating teachers. And on the 20th of this month again, the Department of Basic Education will be celebrating the hard work done by teachers. And not to say that those that will not be personally given tokens are not celebrated, because a competition is there because of people. If there are no people, I cannot compete on my own. You compete with others. And to us, it's a learning curve. And those sometimes who do not enter these competitions are the very hardworking teachers because they don't have time to complete those files. So, greetings to our very important people, the future lawyers, the leaders of our country. And I know that, greetings to the program director. Hey, I was not going to be given this opportunity. So, nonke lenkona sanbonani, nimacheroni, imacheron, kwashu, imacheron, abud, goeiemorgen, good morning, afsheni. I like Nguni because when you say sanbonani, you cover 4 languages. And Sotho, when you say dumelang, the Omapedi will want to horeba locha. Mara generally Sotho or dumelang, we do medisabatu kaofela. So I'm standing here on behalf of the Minister of Basic Education, Umay Moot, and I'm proud to be standing here also on behalf of your minister, in your next level, the Minister of Justice and Correctional Services, Honorable Ronald Lamula, and the Deputy Minister of Justice. I'm standing here on their behalf. I'm wearing so many jackets, so I bring warm greetings to them. It's indeed a collaborative initiative because we're not doing it alone as education. We are building the future for justice. So as an education sector, we remain resolute and committed towards fostering the human rights, values, and strengthening our democracy. Our curriculum is embedded within the founding principles of human rights and has the potential of imparting knowledge and advocating for unity, peace, nation building in the teaching and learning processes. As I was given this token, I had one meeting with Professor Haynes before COVID-19. And I wanted to get more from him and his vision. Unfortunately, the Lord has to take him from us. And to me, that man's heart was in this, what do we call this? School?
The school's moot court.
School's moot court. Yes. Yeah, it was his veins. The blood was flowing all over. So the one meeting that I attended with him, really I benefited a lot, and I was looking forward to be working with him. But after he passed on, you know, when a person is no more, we tend to want to know more about the person. And that's when I knew Professor Haynes. Then I said, wow, that's why I even went to visit the family. I was with the family, they were so happy. And another thing, as we're standing here, to me, we're standing on the shoulders of a giant. And we should not, the only way to respect him and to honor him is to make this school's court moot to prosper. And that you don't only end here, you take this profession as a profession of choice. We want also to thank COVID-19, because what COVID-19 did, yes, it took very important people in our lives, and especially in the political life, in the political sphere, as well as, and in all the sectors, it took giants. But we are here. We have lessons that we have learned through the COVID-19. We always spoke about 4IR, as if it's something that is behind 3 mountains can be able to come to us. But we were able now to put that into practice. As I'm standing today here, I will be attending 3 other meetings today, but seated at one place. And that is because of COVID-19. Want to thank COVID-19 for that. So, yes, it taught us things that we never thought would happen. That parliament, we've never been to parliament, you know, and it's even bent down, but the work of parliament is continuing seamlessly without any challenges. Decisions are made, laws are made in parliament, everything. The cabinet is sitting, and even during the hard lockdown, cabinet meetings did take place. Communication became strengthened just through COVID-19. And the way we are communicating, we communicate even much better than we used to communicate before COVID-19. So we thank it in that way. So in any situation, we must not only focus on the negative side. Ne? Everything has 2 sides. There's a darker side and a brighter side. So let's focus on the brighter side. Though we get lessons from the darker side, but we move. So I don't want to waste most of the time. Our progressive constitution has made it possible for all to enjoy freedom of movement and freedom of association. The right to own property, the right not to be detained without trial, freedom of expression and freedom of the press, religious freedom and freedom of sexual orientation. As Ubaba O.R. Tambo once said, we seek to create a united, democratic, and non-racial society. We have a vision of South Africa in which black and white shall live and work together as equals in conditions of peace and prosperity. This was a vision, and now that vision has been realized. Yes, we have some scars from the past, but we are healing along the way. As the Department of Basic Education, we forever strive towards creating a safe and friendly environment for learning and collaborate with civil society organizations, community safety policing forums, and other government institutions such as the South African Police Service to ensure safe neighborhood and safe livelihood. In this instance, the life of a girl learner is valued, but to the compromise of the boy learner. We emphasize the girl learner, and in the process, we left the boy learner behind. The safety and well-being of a girl learner, though, is most at risk and should always matter. The late former president, Utata Rolihlahla Mandela, once said, "What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead." We must not be proud that I accumulated, as Professor indicated, that don't say I have this profession to live a luxurious life. You're becoming selfish and inward looking. But if you want to make a difference to the lives of others, that's when you are making a change. As we grapple with the constitutional law of the land, I wish to also remind you that there are still incidents of racism, discrimination, bullying, and violence in school communities. We are working tirelessly to bridge this. If we want to make a lasting impact, we have resolved that the best place to begin is at our public schools. Currently, the majority of our school management teams, learners, teachers, school governing bodies, and education stakeholders realize the necessity for equality, freedom of expression, access, and redress that will influence school operations. Even though the extent of compliance and application is at a slower pace than anticipated, Tata Mandela also said that freedom demands of us to be in constant touch with the people, to understand their needs, hopes, and fears, and to work together with them to improve their conditions. To realize access to education and to ensure the redress of the past injustices, the Department of Basic Education, working together with other stakeholders, NGOs, private sectors, the broader communities, and the civil society, continues to deliver on various initiatives such as the National Nutrition Program, the Integrated School Health Program, no-fees schools, and learner workbooks from early childhood development, and the Accelerated School Infrastructure Delivery Initiative. The incremental introduction of previously marginalized official African languages in schools. More recently, we have launched the policy for the prevention and management of learner pregnancy in schools. That has been the bone of contention at this year's National School Moot Court program. As we took this debate last year, 2021, from the 1st of April to the 31st of March, the teenage pregnancies, teenage births, from the age, we call them teenage, but they're not teenagers, age 10 to age 19, there were 135,000 births. I don't refer to terminations or whatever, births, 135,000, 1 year. So even now, when you look at the statistics per quarter, it tells that we are not winning at that. So we need to work together with you young people to make sure. We know that sometimes it's as a result of statutory rape. On the media this week, the issue that is running is a 10-year-old that gave birth. And some are taking it as a surprise. We know in the education sector, we know that even a 9-year-old gave birth. So it tells that the society is rotten. So we need to bring back the moral regeneration of our society. It is worth noting that the National School Moot Court program serves as interlink between the moral values espoused by the South African Constitution and those of the majority of the country's citizens. The constitutional values and the principles have the potential to hold the diverse classroom and schooling communities together and instill a sense of belonging for all of our learners, educators, and parents. A broadly shared set of public values and norms for social conduct, positive evaluation of diverse cultures, language, beliefs, and religion. Respect and tolerance for political and ideological differences. A high level of awareness of the rights and obligations of citizens. A proud consciousness of being South African. We hope and trust that this joint initiative with the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development, South African Human Rights Commission, and key partners and stakeholders will serve as a continual platform to ensure that learners' real-life setting is free from discrimination. It's our desire that learners are provided with equal opportunities for meaningful social change to transform the society and unite the nation. This year marks the 25-year anniversary since the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa came into operation. During the unveiling of the plaque depicting the logo of the Constitutional Court, the late former President Babu Mandela said to the Chief Justice of that time and other members of the Constitutional Court, "The guarantee of the fundamental rights and freedoms for which we have fought so hard lies in your hands." In your hands. Now I'm telling you, because you are our future lawyers. We look to you to honor the Constitution and the people it represents. We expect from you, we demand of you the greatest use of your wisdom, honesty, and good sense. No shortcuts, no easy solutions. In the end, you have only the Constitution and your conscience on which you can rely. We look upon you to serve both without fear or favor. So today I direct these words to you as our future is in your hands. You have only the Constitution and your conscience. I love the conscience because it will never lie to you. You can lie to yourself, but your conscience will remind you always that you are lying. You are lying even to yourself. So that's the work of the conscience. We need to use the conscience to protect the democracy. I implore you to count yourself as the heroes and heroines of today and the future. You have embarked on a journey that touches many lives and brings hope. I also urge you to continue promoting peace, unity, and nation building within our communities. Let us all treasure our democracy and unity and consciously choose not to participate in hate comments, discriminatory and violent actions that sometimes disrupt and divide our family system, divide our communities, and divide the country at large. I cannot thank you all enough for the tremendous effort you have made in arranging this occasion. It would, of course, be remiss of me not to make a special mention of the national and provincial coordinators from the 3 institutions and organizers who gave so much of themselves to make this event a success. I thank you for your attention and best of luck in the national rounds of advocating for a peaceful, united, and non-racial country. I now declare that the national rounds of the 11th National Schools Moot Court program for 2022 officially opened until the final round on Sunday. I thank you.